cup of tea. You know what I mean?
You know, if you like fighting movies,
I'm not really a big movie watcher anyway, in general. Matter of fact, we went to the theater. First time ever we've been to the theater together, and first time I've been in probably 10 or 15 years, we went to go see The Blind.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I definitely recommend that one. It was good, but...
That's about Phil Robertson, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm just, I don't know. Never really had them.
Wow.
Right.
Greg prefers watching people play on a field.
And talking about it.
And talking about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of
a
a
lot of
big
fun.
deal. Yeah.
Here we go. 7 seconds, and we'll come up on air, okay?
All right.
All right. Brief hold.
Now, sports analyst Greg Glasscock.
Greg, we're so glad to have you with us today. You always enlighten us on the show and tell us what went down in Marshall County, so talk to us.
Yeah, we're winding down, and guys, I'm calling you today. We're up here in the Music City. I think this happened last year, too. We're up here for the Dove Awards tonight. I always look forward to that each year. So,
wow.
Here in Nashville. So after I talk to you guys, we'll be heading on out. But, yeah, we're winding down. Week 8 is where we're at. I know I say it every week, but it goes by fast.
Yes.
And things are really shaping up as far as the region races go. Of course, Gunnersville was off last week and had the huge game with Arab this week where they can sew up the region title with a win. I really think right now, of course, you know, Gunnersville, Scottsboro, and Arab in some order is going to be 1, 2, and 3. And
yeah,
another big game in the area, I think, to decide that last playoff spot is in Boaz Friday night. It'll be their homecoming against Sardis. And I think the winner of that will probably get the 4 seed, and the loser along with Douglas looks like they'll be on the outside looking in. So Gunnersville really needs to win Friday. If they happen to lose, then there'd be that 3-way tie where them, Arab, Scottsboro would have all pretty much in some way beat each other, and then you get to the lovely HSAA's tiebreakers, and who knows, Gunnersville could go from hosting to actually having to go on the road possibly. So, you know, the way I look at it, if you control your own destiny, just take care of business and you don't have to worry about tiebreakers or anything else. So, it's going to be a big week. Most teams will end region play next week. I know Gunnersville, this is actually last home game, also senior night, and then they'll finish up region play next week at Sardis, and then the last regular season week, that first Friday night in November, will be going to Albertville, which is still looking for their first win of the year. I listened to part of that game Friday night with us being off, and they came real close to beating Grissom, but lost 13-12, and then Arab beat Boaz pretty bad. I want to say it score was like 63-35 in a shootout. Thought at first they might have been playing basketball. Real high scoring game there. And then Scottsboro went to Sardis and won. So, and the other thing too, not football related, I believe it's this Thursday the 19th, volleyball has area tournaments. I know.
Wow.
In our area, Arab, the girls are always real good. They're actually hosting. They'll play Scottsboro first game. Gunnersville will play Fairview in that 2-3 seed, and then the 2 winners will play for the area title. So that's going up later this week as volleyball starts to wrap up, and then, you know, this time next month we'll be a couple rounds deep in the football playoffs. So and then we'll be talking basketball probably during the next few weeks. So some are winding down and some are about to crank up.
Yeah.
So getting real interesting.
Here we go.
Good time of year.
Yeah, I love football. Love football.
Good.
Well, Greg, thank you so much for calling. And next week we want pictures of you receiving your Dove Award. And so we're really excited about that.
Yeah, I didn't get a nomination this year, so I'm sitting out. I've got enough on my mantle. So.
Yeah. That's because they don't know you like we do. You deserve one.
Well, I appreciate that. So, we always enjoy coming up here, and I'm sure it's cool back home. It's very cool and overcast up here. So, looks like fall and winter is...
They're colliding.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Greg, thank you so much for calling us in and updating us on what's going on.
Sure thing, guys. I'll talk to you next week.
Yes, sir. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
We're almost done. So the next thing we're going to do is buzzer beater. Just tell people where to find us on social media. And it'll go like this. Kel, you're going to tell them where to find us at Facebook. And then you're going to say Instagram. You're going to X, which is Twitter. And Steven will finish off with the TikTok and the YouTube. So, y'all got that? And I'll do podcasts. Everywhere. They're everywhere. Everywhere. And so, thanks for coming, guys. So, hope y'all have had fun. We tried to make you laugh. I really tried to make Kel laugh today.
You were successful.
This is the Kel Show.
Yeah.
Keenan and Kel.
That's why it spells my name on the like on the auto captions.
Yeah, K-E-L.
K-E-L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like orange soda too?
Yeah, I do actually. So that makes sense.
You do.
I'm okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, yeah.
Kel loves orange soda.
No.
Next time he's here, make sure I get a big orange soda. I'm having these epiphany moments. Yes. I guess I'll be Keenan.
It's all right.
Who's one of the head guys of Saturday Night Live.
Like 17, 16 years. He's been there a long time.
I mean, he's on there. He's a funny guy.
He is. He's pretty talented.
What was it? Nick at Night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, their movie Good Burger, I watched a bunch.
I watched it the other day.
I
did.
There's a second one being made, supposedly.
No.
I've heard. I don't know if that's one of those things that, like...
Who loves orange soda?
You see every
I
now
love
and then,
orange soda.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Yeah. Y'all have not seen that movie.
Mm-hmm.
You have?
Have you?
You haven't watched Lord of the Rings, but you've seen Good Burger?
I like
What
it.
is going on, man? Have you seen it?
No.
You've missed out on life. Sorry.
It is a
Nick at Night.
cinematic
What
masterpiece.
was that show? All that.
All that, yeah.
I enjoyed all that.
They come on around the same time as Are You Afraid of the Dark, like you were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
before the show.
Yeah, I have a lot of ideas. They're not all good. But one that was good, Steven said it was good. How long do I got, Steven? No,
20
I
seconds.
I don't have enough time to tell you.
So if it's called X, what is it called when you post one? Is it still called a tweet?
It's an X.
That's a really good question.
Like a sleeve.
I've not heard that
Kinda.
clarified now that...
Me either.
You're done.
All right, here we go with buzzer beater.
The buzzer beater.
Hey, we're so excited that you joined us for this show. We've had a lot of fun with a lot of people today. And we can hear you crying through the radio. We know. The show's almost over and you're emotional about it, and we are too. But we want to tell you where you can find us when the show's not on live. You can find us at Facebook.
Facebook at Varsity Radio Show.
On Instagram.
Instagram at Varsity Radio Show.
On the Twitter X.
At Varsity Radio 885.
Also over on TikTok at Varsity Radio Show and on YouTube at Varsity Radio Show 885.
And we're on podcasts. We're everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Google Podcasts. Also, Horizon Communications. You may be watching us now. We're glad to be here. Welcome, and also the fuel of the varsity, Charburger.
Burger.
And all the guys sitting at this table had a Charburger today. And probably, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's home of the famous Char Grill Wildcat Burger, Philly cheesesteak, and jumbo crispy onion rings, and B&B Video Games right by the Pizza Hut 80-style arcade in the back. Local video game retail store in the front. They have everything from Atari
That's
all
wild.
the way up. B&B Video Games. Super cool. Hey, we want you to come back and join us next week. Same varsity time, same varsity place, 88.5 JFM. We can't wait to see you. Bye, guys.